Hi. Oh, I did it again. Get out of my face. Hello, I have seen this. I borrowed it from the library. It's cute. They did a great job with making it. It has a lot of the similar stuff. I immediately, without ever seeing it, knew that they were going to go into the past before I saw the beginning. Um, it's like before Tai and stuff. And yet you're seeing, what is it, Generation 2? But there's this character that specifically is the beginning of all Digimon, all connections everywhere. So also has something to do with some antenna. It You're gonna get spoilers in this video. I don't need to warn you about that. So anyway, the thing that bothered me, the idea that wishes are somehow a crazy, like, radical phenomenon that we think shouldn't happen. We already know that ghosts exist. We already know that there's this big serpent with the 12 orbs or whatever that can give you special gifts or whatever. It's kind of like a wish, I forget. And there's the master de-evolution creature who's controlling all or is absorbing all of that energy of the de-evolution process. So all Digimon are connected via that creature. In the end of either, I forget if that was the end of the first series or the second series. Forgive me. It's got to be the end of the first series because I remember Ty's creature working on that. And the end of the second series was them fusion with the Imperial Dramon and stuff. We had this big blue thing with that merged with the bug, and they went throughout the world and they saved stuff, of course. But this one has to do with, like, there's a leap year involved, as if it's like, okay, well, we can't have the continuity error. The calendar has um a 31 underneath the week that has the 29th, and there's more than one day between the 29th and the 31st. Like, that's kind of artistic license, whatever. Um, but like, as soon as I saw 29, I was like, okay, leap year makes sense. It would be a rare event and everything. And so, like, this kid has this birthday that's special. Both just learning about each other because they're new to the world. I don't remember seeing domestic violence in other Digimon movies, episodes, whatever. It's in this one. So my memory is rose-colored glasses. I don't remember the rest of what happened. I know people would fight. I know that it was whatever else. But I don't remember I don't remember. What I should say is I don't remember anyone hitting a kid and you end up with bruises or whatever else. Is what I think happened in this movie. I almost wanted to stop watching. Of all the other violent crap or whatever else that I've seen, and bad behavior, and the wrong mentality of how to handle situations in any given scenario where it's like communication's gone wrong or whatever else, you can depict all of those things. But apparently, oh yeah, and a kid trying to kill other people, the Emperor, back when he was brainwashed, like that whole thing. Like, for me, Digimon has always had wishes as part of its mythos, its understanding of its own universe. Like, you want a mansion to be there, and it just was there. You wanted food, there was a vending machine. As a standalone, it's got its own thing going on. Just like with the beginning, the like movie that showcases the beginning of Tai and how he had a Digimon when he was like young, and his sister was like freaking 2 or 3 years old or whatever. She was incredibly young, and it's like having this massive Digimon just be there fighting whatever because it's just crazy. And you fight together and you do the thing. And it's like it's all just out of hand. And thankfully everything turned out okay. But it's like it's there's a few old characters. There's like someone in one of the series where it's like he started off and he never got a Digimon because although he was supposed to have one or something, and it's like I thought that was this guy. The whole idea of he thought he killed his Digimon, but the Digimon just like Akira turned into goop and turned into an egg and then disappeared. It's like, yeah, no, I'm just gonna go away. Gave the kid an eye. It's like he didn't ask for an eye. Well, whatever the hell happened that made you lose your eye, like, dude, would you rather not have one? I don't know. It just feels incredibly selfless to give something like that to your friend. And it's like they can just be reset, so they'll be fine, and then you'll have an eye. And it's like that's interesting to bring up the idea that you can merge parts of Digimon with humans, and it just stays with you. Like the flower in the Emperor was one thing, which it made sense in series 2, but like in the original, like Digimon were usually separate, and then real regular people had to somehow have some connection, and it was usually heart. And then there's a whole thing about you need special crests and all these other things. They were symbolic of all the different parts. It wasn't the parts that you needed, it was the friendship was a symbol of the fact that you made a friendship. And the Digivices were just kind of like hand holding, is what it comes down to. It's a 2024 movie. I'm surprised I've seen it in the library. Um, the teeth. Um, I just feel like obviously you can't just get all of the cast of everyone back together, and Stigmon did not sound like Stigmon, and I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I just know that that's not Stigmon, and it was something else, and that's fine. It's hard to recreate that. Um, Tiny little stuff like that is not going to bother me. But the idea that, like, there's already, like, old mythos of the original beginnings of things, trying to put a movie out that says another separate beginning that's even old, like, just a slight bit older than Tai, even though we've already been to, like, their parents and all of that, and their parents had the connections first, and it developed and grew from that. It's like rewriting without, and there's like this this entire thing, a great being. What is that? We don't know. We don't get answers. There is nothing in this movie about the great being. There is, like, obviously some entity capable of granting power, and who knows what that is? And it doesn't matter who that is. It could easily be the wish granting super serpent thing that was like, yes, I can grant all sorts of miracles. Um, and stuff. But it's like the idea of everyone having a Digimon was not hopeful. It was horrific. You end up thinking about will protect people from others, but if everyone has a protector and some of those people are bad, like that's not a good thing to do. And there's already people who have Digimon who are bad. You don't want everyone who could possibly be bad have a Digimon because that's just too much. for the world. And of course you could explore the idea where they didn't stop him and the eggs went everywhere and everyone gets a Digimon egg and or Digivice, which you don't need. I mean, and you end up like having everyone have like a partner is just nutty. We see in like all sorts of other Digimon series. Um, I forget which one. There was that one with the girl who wore purple. Um, no, not the original series with the hat. Talking about the one with it looks more like panties than even Digemon looked like. Just like what that was a style choice back then. Oof. Um, it's like, oh, this is lingerie, straight up. And that is actually a kid merged with a Digimon. It was a weird time. But it's like there's whole tons of Digimon out over there. People who are either good or bad end up going there with the Trainmon and everything. And God, I wish I remember who that was. And there are like Digimon Tamers or something. I haven't seen that yet. I'll get to that maybe eventually. There's a bunch of series I haven't seen yet. I was like, it's if I were to put yeah. So here's the thing. Ironically, I would love to support the movie by renting it or buying it. I actually would. Because you watch it from the library, you're not spending any money towards it whatsoever. But I would like, here's the thing. I'm a sucker for special features if I can get it. But here's the thing. The library one has the special features, so buying and renting it from here is one less thing. There's a little presentation that you get with the disc, and it's like, ah, that was cute. And can't be sad about it. And like, it's a whole thing where it should have. Like, if I end up buying it from here, I won't even get that. But it doesn't matter. I'll put money towards it for funding the movie because I believe in it. Because some people hate the idea of fighting. They hate it. They think there's all this war and this. And I used to be one of them, of course, because I hate war. I think war is absolute lack of sanity. And if you can't handle things with talking, that's a failing on everyone's part. But when it comes to war, I think people are just pretty sure that there's no choice. People are just going to do whatever, and there isn't an option. So you must fight. And when it was Digimon fighting for the sake of everyone, it felt like it was even if they could talk it out, it was almost impossible to avoid all the time. It's like they bring up the idea of how we have these, but you have to wonder, What are all those Digimon that he ended up generating? Um, Freaking Justice Beam was a nice touch. I love Justice Beam. Um, like I'm not gonna watch the trailer, but I'll put it in the description, or you can just look it up yourself. Um, because like I don't want this to be like blocked worldwide or some bullshit. But like, yeah, no, it's not that I hate it. I don't. Freaking fell in love with it, and then it touched my heart in such a deep way. That's like these only these ones can do. You can't. It's not the same as other places. Digimon is the freaking soul, and like Pokemon was so I don't know, but this is like the Star Trek of monsters and stuff. It's good because it gets you in the feels and makes you think about morality and whatever else. Versus Pokemon uh, is like Star Wars. Is that fair assessment? Who cares? I'm saying it. Tell me in the comments how you think about me. I think there's room for both. The problem is, like, eventually Star Trek did pick up on portal technology, which is amazing and silly, although we already had trajector technology, which is like make a portal go somewhere without having your body dis disconnected and everything. And I think eventually we definitely need to get to the point where we just only use those technologies and we never use the transporter. Ban the transporter, you fucking idiots. You're killing everyone who goes through it. It's not just the Triffids. Trill? The Trill. The symbiotes. That's another topic. Who are going to get hurt. You're dying every time you transport. That is canon. Every time you go in a transporter, you're dying. You're making a copy. It's not the original you. It is a signal-based system that like is just it's like freaking it's like a radio signal of all the different parts that should be you. It's not like slurping you up with a straw in a light beam and then reconstructing you as if you stayed coherent throughout. You're destroyed and you come back. And if they have the ability to reconstitute you from a half signal, then you get double Riker or whatever else. And it's like, don't ever put, don't ever use transporters for people. Please, for the love of God. Use trajector technology. Use actual portal technology. That's what's good. Meanwhile, this movie, yeah. But yeah, there is like bruises on the kid and That can be that's extremely sad. So be aware of that. If you can get past that point and watch the rest, the rest is more uplifting and stuff. And obviously, anyone who's gone through that kind of stuff. But then there are other things about like what happens to his parents, which I won't spoil, but it's not great. But like people just trying their best, and it's not like it had any choice. I miss the wizard. The wizard was cool. It's like Snufkin, but it was Digimon. And it's like this wizard who was neat. He had these abilities and whatever. And he was in like one or so of the movies. I don't know. I want to watch all of Digimon again. Cool. Um, if you hate this movie, fuck off. I don't think that it's something worth hating. I think it was. I don't know. Like, and again, the question is, what is the great being? And all of that leaves interpretation for maybe another movie and whatever. Thanks for hanging out with me. I like it when you do. I'll see you in the next video. I don't. I find it really. This is a really freaking charming movie. Make some ramen. Toodles.